Hey guys, how's it going? It's El Plata No Loco here with a card reveal. We actually have 4 cards, newly released cards by Blizzard, and they're pretty damn impressive to say the least. So let's just get right into it. We have 1 card for Mage, 1 card for Druid, 1 card for Shaman, and 1 for Priest. So Black Cat, let's start with that one. So Black Hat is spell damage +1, is a 3/3 mana beast, minion, 4/3 mana. And it reads Battle Cry, if your deck has only odd cost cards, draw a card. So, you could think of this card as a miniature version of Azure Drake, which is now a Hall of Fame card. And I'm pretty damn impressed. Black Cat looks really solid. It's a common card, so you can run 2 ofs in the deck. And if you think about it, Blood Mage Thanos is a legendary minion for 2 mana, and it's a 1/1 body. Death Rattle, draw a card. Black Cat is a common card, which is spell damage +1, battle cry, draw a card. If you have only odd cost cards, and it's also a beast too. But I feel like the effect and the spell damage on it, it's just ridiculous. Like, even though you do have to kind of follow the restriction of only placing odd cost cards in your deck, I still feel like it's strong enough to kind of justify that that hit on your mana curve when you're playing. So I actually really like this card. I'm wondering if they're going to add more odd cost mage cards, because a lot of the staple cards for mage, which are the burn heavy ones that are seen in like most of the decks, like Frostbolt, you have Fireball, you have Pyroblast, Meteor, Blizzard. All of these cards are even cost cards, so you won't be able to play them in the same deck as the Black Cat. So I'm really excited to see how people kind of like toss this into decks and what creations they make. But if I had to judge it off of first glance and what I'm seeing here, which is a 3 mana 3/3, which is solid body for its mana cost, with a beast tag, with +1 spell damage, and Battlecry draw a card, this is looking like a 4 out of 5 for me. So definitely very strong card in the set, and I'm looking forward to see what happens with this little guy here. Now, Druid got Gloomstag, which is another odd cost card, so this minion will only be played in, if you're planning on doing the odd cost theme of the deck, you would probably put it in the same deck as Baku. So Gloomstag, Taunt, Battlecry, if your deck has only odd cost cards, gain +2/+2, and is also a beast tag. Which I actually noticed that all 4 of these cards have beast tags. I guess they're trying to kind of go with the Witchwood theme of like creatures in the woods, mythical creatures and stuff. So that's cool. But this is a very defensive card, more of like a stat pile more than anything. But 5 mana 4/8, which is a similar body to Primordial Drake, which is really solid, as well as Obsidian Statue. So for 5 mana, it's not bad. Not bad. Again, with odd cost cards, it's interesting that they gave the odd cost cards, these odd cost cards, to Druid and Mage. Because if you think about it, both of these classes, most of their core cards are even cost cards, so they're trying to shift the direction of the deck building process with these 2 classes, I think. Because for Druid, we have Ultimate Infestation, we have Wild Growth, we have Spreading Plague, Swipe. All of these cards are even cost cards, and you wouldn't be able to play them in the same deck as Gloomstag if you want to get the Battlecry off. So that's pretty interesting that they kind of went with this same approach with Druid and Mage. Now, this isn't epic, but it's a really solid set. So for this card, I would give it a 3 out of 5, only because it's a stat pile and it's only doing more like one thing, which is mainly just protecting. It's a more of a defensive card, but it's solid, still solid. So I'll give it a 3 out of 5. Now we have Merc Spark Eel for Shaman, which is a 2 mana 2/3 beast that reads Battlecry. If your deck only has only even cost cards, deal 2 damage. So this is also a very good card, very defensive card, but could also play somewhat of an offensive role as well. Since the 2 damage that you do deal is not limited to only minions, you can also go face with it if you do please. And it's a 2/3 body, which trades really well into 1 cost minions and some 2 cost minions. So I like this. It's a 2-for-1 in some cases. You're able to remove a 3/2 and you're able to drop it on the board. You're able to trade into something else. This is already a 2-for-1. And if you run 2 of these in the deck, that pretty much covers early board aggression. You're able to take out minions while also putting a reasonable sized body on the board. So this card, I'm going to give it a 3.25. 3.25 out of 5. Only because, again, I like these odd and even cost cards are tricky because they're limiting what, like most of the core cards are not going to be able to be put into these decks. So they're limiting what you can do as far as deck building. And I just want to see what other cards we get in the expansion before kind of rating this too heavily. But still solid card. Now, Glitter Moth. I'm really excited about this card because it has a lot of combo implications. Now, since this is odd cost card only, you won't be able, if you're thinking about, first thing that comes to mind is Combo Priest. Divine Spirit, Inner Fire, smack him in the face for like 30 damage and then kill him in one shot. But, honestly, you won't be able to play Divine Spirit, but that doesn't matter because Glitter Moth pretty much is a better version of that card, but it's also attached to a minion, and it targets all of your minions. So that's crazy. You can still play this in the combo deck. You just cut out Divine Spirit, but you'll still be able to play Inner Fire, and this is a 1-cost card, and you'll still be able to play your Power Word Shields to buff up your minions, get them high health. You won't be able to play... Oh my god. What is it called? 2 mana 2/3... 2 mana 2/3 priest card that subtracts the cost of subtracts 1 from the cost of your spells. Well, I can't remember the name of it now, but I'll probably put that in the video, so don't worry about it. But Glitter Moth, super solid. 5 mana 4/4 area effect on your board. This card, I think, what would I rate this? I would rate this a 3.75 out of 5 because I also think this is a very solid card. And even if you just want to use it for a tempo swing, you're able to beef up your minions so you can trade in more efficiently without having to sacrifice the minions themselves. So you'll still be able to stick on the board, and that's really essential to Priest playstyle. So really interesting cards, all 4 of them. And I'm pretty damn excited. We have only 10 costs. We have 10 different cards that are released in the set so far, and they got a lot of flavor. I'm loving the flavor of these cards. They're dripping this sauce. But yeah, man, what can I say? I'm freaking excited. And also, another card that I'm really excited for that they just dropped it in. They didn't really, it was just a sneak peek, was the Shaman Hero card, which I'm hoping it has a crazy effect because it's going to be the only hero card in the expansion. I thought they were going to do all 9 classes again, but that probably would be too crazy as far as like balances and stuff like that. But I'm excited because I know it's cool to have like that theme of evolve with Shaman, but to be able to go in a different direction as well would be really crazy. So I'm looking forward to that. But that's my review of this batch of cards that we have. And that makes 10 cards so far, so we still have 125 more So stay tuned for the next video. Make sure to subscribe, hit that like button. El Plata No Loco here, signing out. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.